Throwaway because my wife knows my main and she's on Reddit constantly. I never thought I'd be posting here, but I haven't slept in almost 48 hours, and my brain keeps replaying the same moment over and over, like it's trying to punish me. My wife, Emily, 28 female, and I, 32 male, have been together for 6 years, married for 3. No kids yet, but we'd been not trying, not preventing for the last year. Suburban life, decent jobs, a dog named Milo. The kind of marriage our friends call solid. We're the couple people point to and say, if they ever split, love is dead. That sentence is echoing in my head now. Emily works in marketing for a regional firm. Long hours sometimes, but nothing crazy. I'm in IT, mostly remote. Our routines were predictable in that comforting way. Coffee together every morning. She kisses me twice before leaving, once quick, once lingering. We text memes during the day. She complains about her coworker, Jake, who never shuts up. I complain about meetings that could have been emails. Normal. Or so I thought. Last Friday, it was raining hard, the kind of cold, gray rain that soaks your jeans just from existing. Emily texted me around noon saying she'd be staying late because end-of-quarter chaos. I remember the exact words because I reread that text about 100 times now. I replied with a thumbs up and a joke about ordering Thai food. She sent a heart emoji. That night, around 9:30, Milo started scratching at the hall closet. He does that sometimes because we keep his treats on the top shelf. I went to shoo him away and noticed something shoved way back behind the winter coats, a thin white edge. At first, I thought it was just an old photo frame. It was an iPad. Not mine. Not the one we share that lives on the coffee table. This one was older, no case, slightly cracked corner. My stomach did that drop thing immediately. I don't know why. Maybe instinct? Maybe guilt because part of me already knew something was wrong? I stood there for a full minute, holding it, listening to the rain hammer the windows and the dryer hum in the background. My hands were actually shaking. I told myself a dozen explanations, work device, old tablet she forgot about, something harmless. I turned it on. No passcode. That was the first real red flag. The lock screen wallpaper was a photo I had never seen before. Emily, in a black dress I don't recognize, sitting at a bar, smiling at the camera in a way that made my chest ache. Not her family dinner smile, not her Instagram with friends smile. Something softer, intimate. The notifications started popping up immediately, like the universe had decided subtlety was overrated. Jake, I can still taste you. Jake, next time, no interruptions. My ears started ringing. I remember thinking very calmly, oh, this is what people mean when they say their world collapsed. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I sat down on the hallway floor with my back against the wall and just scrolled. There were months of messages, not days, not weeks, months. Flirting at first, inside jokes, complaints about me, about how I didn't really see her anymore, about how marriage felt so heavy. Jake telling her she deserved more, her responding with things like, "You make me feel alive again." Photos, not explicit, but intimate enough. Her bare shoulder, his hand on her thigh, a mirror selfie in what I'm pretty sure is a hotel bathroom because I do not recognize the tile. One message from 3 weeks ago punched the air out of me. Emily, if I didn't have responsibilities, I'd choose you. Jake, you still can. Emily, not yet. Not yet. I checked the timestamps. Many of these messages were sent during late meetings, during girls' nights, during weekends she said she was visiting her sister. I felt stupid, like the biggest idiot alive. All those times I defended her to my friends when they joked about work spouses. All those times I told myself I was lucky she chose me. I heard the garage door open around 10:15. I scrambled, locked the iPad back off, shoved it where I found it. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I might pass out.
Emily walked in, rain-soaked, hair damp, smiling like everything was normal. "Hey, babe," she said, dropping her bag. "You still up?" I looked at her, and for a split second, I almost said everything, almost screamed. Instead, I nodded and said, "Yeah, long day." She kissed me, twice, the second one lingering. I tasted bile. We went to bed. She fell asleep, curled against me like she always does. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, counting her breaths, thinking about the words, "not yet," over and over. I don't know what to do next. I haven't confronted her. I haven't told anyone. I feel like if I say it out loud, it becomes real. Am I crazy for wanting more proof? For wanting to know how deep this goes before I blow up my life? Or am I already past the point of no return and just delaying the inevitable? I'm sitting in my car typing this on my phone because I can't breathe in my own house right now. Reddit, I don't even know what I'm asking. I just needed to get this out before I explode.
Time passed since last post, 3 days. First, thank you to everyone who commented and DM'd me. I read everything, even the harsh stuff, especially the harsh stuff. I needed the reality check more than I wanted to admit. I didn't confront Emily immediately. I know some people think that makes me weak, but I needed my head on straight. Those 3 days felt like living underwater, everything muffled, heavy, distorted. Emily acted completely normal. That might have been the worst part. Saturday morning, she made pancakes, burned the first batch like she always does. She laughed and said, "I swear I'll get it right one day." I watched her flip the batter, hands steady, like she wasn't carrying a secret that was crushing my chest. I nodded and smiled and felt like I was watching someone else's life. That night, while she was in the shower, I checked the iPad again. This time, I took photos of everything with my phone. My hands were shaking so badly I had to redo half of them. I opened their shared photo album. There were more images I hadn't seen before. One video, short, no faces, but unmistakable. I felt sick. I saved timestamps, hotel receipts in her email, calendar entries labeled client dinner that lined up perfectly. By Sunday, I knew. This wasn't emotional. This was a full-blown affair. I confronted her Monday night. It was around 8:40 p.m. The house was quiet except for the dishwasher. Outside, the rain had started again. Same gray, miserable weather like the night I found the iPad. I told her we needed to talk. She sighed like I'd just asked her to do chores. "What's wrong?" she asked, sitting across from me on the couch. She crossed her legs, tucked her hair behind her ear, casual, comfortable. I took a breath. My heart felt like it was trying to escape my ribs. "Emily," I said, "I found the iPad." Her face changed instantly. Not confusion, not surprise, fear. Pure, naked fear. "What iPad?" she asked, but her voice cracked on the second word. "The one in the hall closet, behind the coats." She stared at me. The dishwasher beeped, announcing it was done, and neither of us moved. "How long?" I asked. She swallowed. I don't know what you think you saw." I pulled out my phone and put it on the coffee table, opened one of the photos. The bar, the smile I didn't recognize. Her shoulders slumped. She didn't cry. That hurt more than if she had. "How long?" I repeated, louder this time. "Since February," she whispered. I laughed. I couldn't help it. It came out sharp and ugly. "So when you told me in March that I was being paranoid about your late nights, I wasn't trying to hurt you. It just happened." I stood up. My hands were clenched so tight my nails dug into my palms. "It doesn't just happen, Emily. You don't just trip and fall into someone else's bed for 6 months." She started crying then, big, messy sobs. "You've been distant. You're always working. Jake listens to me. He makes me feel wanted." I snapped. "I'm your husband. I've been asking you what's wrong for a year." She shook her head. "You never really heard me." Gaslighting, word for word, just like people warned me. "Did you sleep with him?" Silence.
I slammed my hand on the table. "Did you sleep with him?" "Yes," she whispered, "more than once." I felt something inside me shut off like a switch flipped. "Is he married?" "No." "Does he know about me?" She hesitated. "We're complicated." I grabbed my jacket. "I'm going for a drive." She followed me to the door. "Please don't leave. We can fix this." I turned around, looked her dead in the eyes, and said, "You didn't just cheat on me. You built a whole second life and hid it in my house." She had no response to that. "I'm staying at a friend's place now. I told her I need space, and she's been blowing up my phone. Apologies, excuses, promises. I haven't responded. I don't know what the next step is, but something in me knows this isn't over. Not even close."
Time passed since last update, 4 weeks. A lot has happened. Enough that it feels unreal typing it out, like I'm summarizing someone else's train wreck instead of my own life. I stayed at my friend Mark's place for the first week. Emily kept texting non-stop, paragraphs, voice notes, missed calls at 2 a.m. She oscillated between sobbing apologies and weirdly upbeat "we can rebuild" speeches. I didn't respond to any of it until my therapist, yes, I got one, told me silence without boundaries just keeps you trapped. So I went back to the house with backup. Mark came with me. It was a Sunday afternoon, bright and painfully normal outside. Kids riding bikes, someone mowing a lawn. I remember thinking the world really doesn't care when your marriage implodes. Emily was home. She opened the door and immediately started crying when she saw me. "Thank God," she said, reaching for me. I stepped back. "We're not doing that." Her eyes flicked to Mark. "Why is he here?" "Because I don't trust you not to twist this," I said. My voice sounded calm, which surprised me. We sat at the dining table, same table where we planned vacations, holidays, baby names. "I spoke to a lawyer," I told her. Her face went white. "Already?" "Yes, already." She started talking fast. "You don't need to do that. I ended it. I blocked him. It was a mistake." I slid my phone across the table and played a voicemail she'd left me 2 nights earlier, her voice trembling. "I miss you. I wish you were here instead of him." "Which him?" I asked quietly. She broke. "I didn't mean it like that." "You said his name in the next message," Mark said flatly. Emily looked at him like she hated him. I asked the questions I'd been holding back for weeks. "Did you bring him into our house?" "Once." "When?" "When you were in Chicago, the conference." I had to grip the edge of the table. I remember that trip. I'd brought her a stupid mug. "Get your stuff. You're leaving." She stared at me. "This is my house, too." "My lawyer says otherwise until we sort things out. I'm not the one who violated the marriage." She stood up so fast her chair screeched. "You're punishing me." "No, I'm protecting myself." She packed a bag while crying loudly like she wanted the neighbors to hear. As she left, she turned and said, "You're making a huge mistake." That night, around 11 p.m., someone started pounding on the front door. Not knocking, pounding. I checked the camera. Jake. My heart dropped into my stomach. I didn't open the door. I spoke through it. "You need to leave." "I just want to talk. She's not answering me." "You're trespassing," I replied. "Leave." He started yelling. "You don't get to control her. She loves me." That's when I called the police. By the time they arrived, Jake was drunk, sitting on my porch, crying. Emily showed up 10 minutes later, hysterical, screaming my name, demanding I fix this. The officer pulled me aside. "Sir, do you want to press charges for trespassing?" I looked at Emily, mascara streaked. Jake slumped on the steps. "Yes," I said. Jake was escorted away. Emily was told to leave or she'd be removed too. She looked at me one last time and said, "You never thought you'd do this to me." I didn't respond. I filed for divorce the next morning. There's no coming back from this. And for the first time since I found that iPad, I don't feel like I'm drowning. I feel angry. I feel sad. But I feel clear.
Next update will probably be the last, I hope. Time passed since last update, 14 months. I debated for a long time whether to write this. Part of me wanted to close this chapter quietly, but so many people asked how things ended that it felt wrong to disappear without finishing the story. The divorce finalized 3 months ago. No dramatic courtroom showdown, just a sterile conference room, beige walls, a judge who mispronounced my last name, and the sound of a pen scratching paper that officially ended a marriage I once thought would last forever. Emily sat across from me, thinner than I remembered, twisting a tissue in her hands. She didn't look at me once. After it was done, she followed me into the hallway. "Can we talk?" she asked, voice small. I stopped, not because I wanted to, but because I knew this was the last time. "You have 5 minutes." She exhaled like she'd been holding her breath for a year. "I lost everything." Nodded. "That tends to happen." She flinched. "Jake left, a month after everything blew up. He said it was too complicated." She laughed bitterly. "I guess that should have been obvious." I didn't respond. "I know you don't owe me anything," she continued, tears pooling, "but I need you to know I never meant to hurt you." That familiar line. It didn't sting anymore. "You didn't mean to," I said calmly. "You just did, repeatedly, and then you hid it." She whispered, "I think about that night all the time, when you told me I built a second life in our house." "I know," I replied. "I meant it." Silence stretched between us. People passed by, laughing, living their intact lives. "Do you hate me?" she asked. I thought about it honestly, about the rage, the sleepless nights, the way my hands used to shake. "No," I said. "I don't trust you. There's a difference." She nodded, like that hurt worse. "We haven't spoken since. I sold the house, too many ghosts. I moved into a smaller place closer to the city. New routines, new coffee shop. Milo's doing great. Turns out dogs adapt better than people. I ran into Jake once, completely by accident, at a grocery store. He froze when he saw me. I didn't say a word. I just walked past him. That felt like winning. Therapy helped a lot. So did boundaries. I went no contact with Emily entirely after the divorce, blocked everywhere. It wasn't about punishment. It was about peace. I'm dating again, slowly, carefully. I'm honest about my past. I watch for red flags now instead of explaining them away. I don't ignore my gut. The biggest thing I learned? Closure doesn't come from them apologizing the right way. It comes from choosing yourself, even when it hurts. If you're reading this while lying next to someone who already left you in their head, trust that feeling. I wish I had sooner. This chapter is closed.